We're looking at the problem that says the distribution of how much Americans spend on gas per week is approximately normal with a mean of $45 and a standard deviation of $10. And the question says, what dollar amount would have 25% of the observations falling below it? This is kind of an interesting problem. So let's write down what we know. We know that the data is normal with an average of $45 and a standard deviation of 10. So if we're filling in our z formula, z equals x minus mu over our standard deviation, we know that z equals, don't know z, we don't know x either, but we know that the average is 45 and the standard deviation is 10. So we have a problem. We have two unknowns and we're trying to find what amount. So the amount will be the x. So they have to give us a clue so we can solve for x. And the clue that they give us is 25% below. Okay, so let's draw a picture to see what's going on. So here's our normal curve, and we're looking for what value would be the 25% of observations fall below it. So this would be our low end, and the entire thing is 100%. So the bottom 25% would be about here. 25% would be 0.25 as a decimal. So this gives us a clue. First of all, this is not our z. This is our percent below. We're trying to find our z, but we have our first clue. And our first clue is it's on the negative side. So we know that our z-score is going to be negative. So the table tells us less than. We're looking for less than. So when we go to our z table to find our z-score, we're not going to be looking on the left column or z-score. We're going to be looking in the center area. The center area tells us our percents. So we're going to look for the closest to 0.25. So we're going to look, find the closest to 0.25. And you'll notice there'll be two. You can use, there'll be two really close to each other. I'm going to use the one that gives you the z-score of negative 0.67. So we use the percent, work backwards, to find the z-score. I would also accept negative 0.66, but the idea is that try to find the closest one. Both work. Once you find your z-score, our z-score is negative 0.67, x minus 45 divided by 10. Now, we only have one unknown, our x. So, to solve for x, we're going to multiply both sides by 10, which gives us negative 6.7 equals x minus 45. Then we're going to add 45 to both sides. And we get x equals 38.3. So, in a complete sentence, the dollar amount that has 25% of the observations falling below it would be $38.30. Thank you.